What would you do if you discovered that the water coming from your tap might be poisoning your family? Most of us would buy bottled water and hope for the best. But when 11-year-old Gitanjali Rao from Lone Tree, Colorado, learned about the water crisis in Flint, Michigan, she made a different choice. She decided to invent a solution that could protect families everywhere. Gitanjali's journey began in 2016 when news of the Flint water crisis dominated headlines. Watching her parents test their own drinking water with unreliable test strips, she became frustrated by how difficult, expensive, and time-consuming it was for families to know if their water was safe. The existing testing methods required samples to be sent to laboratories, took days to get results, and cost hundreds of dollars, barriers that left many families vulnerable to contamination. But what transformed Gitanjali from a concerned observer into a determined inventor was her family's influence and values. Her parents, immigrants from India, had taught her that education is the pathway to opportunity, and that knowledge carries the responsibility to help others. They encouraged her natural curiosity about science and technology, while instilling the belief that individual initiative can solve problems that institutions sometimes cannot. Gitanjali began researching lead detection methods, diving deep into scientific literature that most graduate students would find challenging. She learned about carbon nanotubes, electrochemical sensors, and Bluetooth technology. Her parents supported this intensive learning not by giving her easy answers, but by driving her to libraries, helping her access research materials, and celebrating each small breakthrough along the way. The solution came when Gitanjali realized she could combine existing technologies in a new way. Her device, which she named Tethys after the Greek goddess of freshwater, uses carbon nanotube sensors to detect lead in water and transmits the results instantly to a smartphone app. The system provides fast, accurate results at a fraction of the cost of traditional testing methods. But developing the technology was only part of the challenge. Like many young inventors, Gitanjali faced skepticism from adults who doubted that a middle school student could solve a problem that had stumped scientists and engineers. Instead of being discouraged, she used this doubt as motivation to perfect her invention and prove its effectiveness through rigorous testing. Gitanjali's breakthrough came when she entered her device in the Discovery Education 3M Young Scientist Challenge, America's premier science competition for middle school students. Competing against hundreds of other young innovators, she won the grand prize of $25,000, along with recognition as America's top young scientist. But what's most remarkable about Gitanjali isn't just her technical achievement, it's her character and vision for the future. She immediately announced that she would use her prize money to further develop her device, understanding that innovation without practical application serves no one. She also committed to making her technology affordable and accessible, guided by the principle that life-saving tools should serve humanity rather than generate maximum profit. Gitanjali didn't stop with water testing. Recognizing that young people face many challenges in our digital age, she developed Kindly, an app that uses artificial intelligence to detect cyberbullying before it escalates. This invention demonstrates her understanding that technology should protect human dignity and create safer communities for everyone. Her achievements have earned global recognition, including being named Time Magazine's first-ever Kid of the Year and speaking at prestigious venues around the world. But Gitanjali remains grounded in the values that launched her journey: hard work, family support, and the conviction that individual initiative can create positive change. What lessons can we learn from Gitanjali Rao's inspiring story? First, that the most meaningful innovations address real human needs, rather than creating solutions in search of problems. Second, that age is no barrier to making significant contributions when we combine curiosity with rigorous scientific thinking and moral purpose. Third, her story demonstrates the crucial role that families play in nurturing young talent. Gitanjali's parents didn't push her into science. They created an environment where her natural interests could flourish, while teaching her that talent comes with responsibility to serve others. Perhaps most importantly, Gitanjali shows us that innovation thrives in free societies, where individuals have the liberty to pursue their ideas and the opportunity to see those ideas become reality. Her inventions emerged not from government mandates or institutional programs, but from personal initiative guided by moral values and supported by family encouragement. Today, Gitanjali continues developing new technologies while pursuing her education at MIT, understanding that lasting impact requires both innovation and deep knowledge. She also mentors other young inventors, passing on the encouragement and support that launched her own journey. Gitanjali once said, "I don't look like your typical scientist. Everything I see on TV is that it's an older, usually white man as a scientist. It's weird to me that it was almost like science was this male-dominated field, and that's why I really want to put out that image. This is what a scientist looks like." Her life proves that innovation knows no boundaries of age, gender, or background. It requires only curiosity, determination, and the moral conviction to use our talents in service of others. In showing us what a young scientist looks like today, Gitanjali Rao inspires the next generation to see themselves not as passive consumers of technology, but as active creators of solutions that can make our world safer, healthier, and more just for everyone.